On Tuesday, the 27th of August, a group of casualties and the families of those killed in the Iran-Iraq war formed a gathering in front of the parliament in protest against some of the laws for war veterans. On Tuesday, the 27th of August, Abbas Araghchi, the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman, once again accused Ahmad Shahid, the United Nations Special Rapporteur for Human Rights in Iran, of violating neutrality and refused to give permission for his entry to Iran. During the past week, in a letter to Tehran's prosecutor's testimony, 41 political prisoners in Section 350 of Evin prison warned of Sayed Hossein Ronaghi Maleki's dangerous condition. He is currently on a hunger strike in prison. In this letter, they also said that the negligence and failure of the authorities are to such an extent that this dire situation could soon become catastrophic. Mrs. Ebadi, a human rights defender and a Nobel Peace Prize winner in 2003, gave an introduction in her report of August 2013 about sick political prisoners and ways to treat them. Mrs. Ebadi pointed out in her report about the lack of suitable conditions for the treatment of political prisoners and prisoners of conscience.
According to the reports, on Wednesday the 19th of August, Reza R. and on Tuesday the 18th of August, Ali S.H., who were accused of murder, were both hanged in Karun prison in the city of Ahvaz. On Wednesday morning the 26th of August 2013, a person accused of drug trafficking was hanged in the city of Ardabil. It should be noted that recently, a significant number of executions by hanging have started in the country, and this issue has raised the concern of the human rights organizations. Furthermore, the Colonel Khosrow Ahmadi, the commander of the police disciplinary headquarters of the Khomeini Shahr city, informed about the execution of a person on Sunday the 25th of August, who was in prison accused of processing illegal drug, such as heroin. Mr. Ganji, the prosecutor of Qom City, announced that 5 people who were accused of drug trafficking were executed on Monday the 25th of August in the central prison of Qom City. From the 21st of August till now, and in particular during the past 5 days, 34 people were executed in various prisons of the country, and with the addition of the approved executions, this number has reached 39 people. Recent reports suggest Yadullah Sepehri, the interrogator of Branch 7 of the Revolutionary Public Court in the city of Kerman, ordered the execution sentence of 4 people who were charged with rape. Mohammad Zandani, who has been accused of murdering one of his cellmates using complex planning, is sentenced to execution by hanging by the court. The Appeals Court of Kurdistan City sentenced Mohammad Qawwami to 2 years and 4 months imprisonment for having a connection with one of the Kurdish parties, damaging the independence and integrity of all territory. On Wednesday the 27th of August 2013, at least 2 prisoners accused of murdering, drug trafficking and storing illegal drugs were executed in the Dizolabad prison in the city of Kermanshah and Kashan.
Akun Shariati Alame, head of Alame University, said there will be segregation of sexes in the undergraduate classes from this academic year. According to reports, Hojjatul Islam Mehdi Sayyid Youssef Tabatabai, the Friday prayer leader in Isfahan, in the Central Council of the University of Najaf Abad, has asked the university officials to prepare the university for Islamization. He criticized some of the female students within this university and said, "We are Muslims. Females should not be allowed to enroll for mining engineering. Do we have mines in cities?" In the previous week, student activists in Tehran and other provinces have been summoned to the assessment centers of the Offices of Information and Security near their areas.
On Sunday the 25th of August, Amir Eslami, a lawyer and a dervish prisoner, who is currently in Section 350 of Evin Prison, was transferred to the Talagani Hospital. The lawyer of Saeed Abedini, regarding his client's charges of forming and setting up private home churches with the intention to disturb national security, announced that the Appeals Court of Tehran has approved the initial charges of 8 years imprisonment. On Monday, the 26th of August 2013, Kaka Abdul Islam Gulnawaz, the leader of Friday prayers in the Omar Sardasht Mosque, was once again summoned and was put in trial with predetermined sentences of defrocking from clergy clothes and 6 years imprisonment in the Special Court of Clergies in Tabriz. A former member of the board of Baha'i community of Bandar Abbas, called Ataullah Rezvani, was killed on Saturday night with a shot to the back of his head in Bandar Abbas. One of the members of his family said that Ataullah was repeatedly threatened by the Office of the Information and the Imam.
On Sunday the 25th of August, Mohammed Ahmadi, head of Qazvin Islamic Councils Association, announced the closure of more than 100 shops and factories of car parts within the province. Last week, Mohsen Esmaili Islamic, head of Council of Work of Azmayish factory in East Tehran, indicated an 8-month delay in payment of workers' wages of the factory. 500 workers of Payandan factory of the contractors of South Pars have reportedly been on strike for not receiving their wages. On Tuesday the 27th of August 2013, Nazar Aghajeri, a labour activist in special economic zones, announced about the infringement of the working hours of the workers working in oil and petrochemical projects of this economic zone. On Tuesday the 27th of August, the workers of the National Lead and Zinc Company in the city of Zanjan gathered in front of the Governor Building for the second time, this time alongside their families. Reports indicate that on Wednesday the 28th of August, a group of rural telecommunications workers gathered in front of Parliament to protest against failure to comply with Act 86 of the 92 budget.
The magazine called Negin Kerman was banned due to alleged blasphemy and propaganda against the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Basem al-Jabouri, an Iraqi prisoner serving her sentence of 5 years in the female section of Evin prison, has been on a hunger strike for 48 days without anyone knowing. She has been on hunger strikes several times in the past, but she had never continued her strike to this extent. Currently, she is urging the Iranian authorities to either transfer her or to give her the freedom to contact and visit her family. Furthermore, on Tuesday the 27th of August, a 23-year-old woman set herself on fire in public on Dadgostari Road in the city of Nurshar in Mazandaran province. In recent years, a wide range of girls, youngsters and women have set themselves on fire due to social, economical and family problems. During the past week, a young girl in Sanandaj fell while coming down from the roof of her house and passed away. She had feared the unexpected entrance of the police forces to collect satellite dishes.
The physical condition of Mr. Shaheen Dadkha, a former advisor to Mr. Hassan Rouhani in the Supreme Council of National Security in Tehran's Evin prison, has been reported as unwell. In the wake of the prison authorities of Bandar Abbas promising to separate criminals and political prisoners with the aim of segregating the prison, 14 political prisoners were sent to a new section called the Special Security Tab. This section was previously used as a solitary confinement cell. The physical condition of Ali Reza Ahmadi, a political prisoner in Section 350 of Evin prison, is deteriorating as the officials continue to neglect his health conditions. On the noon of Wednesday 28th of August, Hossein Maliki Ronaghi, who was on hunger strike, was rushed to Shahid Modarres Hospital's emergency department due to the deterioration of his health and stomach bleeding. According to reports, Mohammad Saleh Noghrekar, the public relations manager of the public prosecutor, was summoned to the Evin prison. Ahmad Siddiq Khani, a prisoner accused of murder in Oromia Central Prison, has been banned from having visitors just because he was communicating with political prisoners in prison. According to reports, after a protest took place against beating Ahmad Tamoui in Oromia Central Prison, special forces entered the Section 12 of the prison, and Jahangir Badozadeh was subsequently transferred to solitary confinement. There is still no news from Reza and Tahir Eknavian, who were arrested in front of the parliament when they were protesting against the offensive remarks that had been made by the representative of the city, Kohgiluye, and Boyer Ahmad. Even lawyers have not been allowed to meet with them.